Hi, this is a walkthrough of my December Daily 2017 album. And as you can see, the pages are already trying to fall over because this album was extremely thick. It's actually too thick to close. It's kind of like a V on the shelf, but it's fine, whatever. It's full of fun stuff. This is my third time doing this album, and I was a contributor for the December Daily Play Workshop for Ali Edwards, and so these first few pages are pages that I completed for that class. And something I noticed is that after I did the content for that class, it really set a tone for me for this project of being very playful. I had a lot of fun playing with the product, and so I kind of kept playing with product. And so I noticed like every day when I would make a page, I just tried something new. And there were certain pages that I did it and I was like, meh, it's not my favorite thing, but I feel like I learned or I had fun or whatever. So this album is full of all sorts of different, just playful things that I tried out. Like that little tag, I just played with the stamp set. Another thing I did is, like I'm showing here, these hidden photos. I had a ton of photos that I was like, I don't want to make another page because I could tell, like on day 10, it was already almost full. So it's like I've got to find a way to like hide these photos so that I don't have a million pages. So I have a lot of hidden photos. And the way I did it is I would just grab like a white tab and just slap some pictures on and put a tab at the top so that I would remember to pull it out to see what the pictures were. So throughout the album, you'll see that. I did a mix of products for this album. I did a mix of Ali Edwards' main kit, December Daily, and Brandy Kincaid's Feed Your Craft Christmas kit this year. I'm trying to think if there was, and then I use some story kits from Ali Edwards occasionally as well. Sometimes I just mix in random products that I find, whatever is needed or helps that day. Oh, and then Studio Calico. That page is a Studio Calico. Northern Lights, I think, kit. So there I used an element kind of outside of the page, which I really like this album and this project specifically because I feel like there's lots of different kinds of textures, and I like the interactive nature of kind of the smaller album where you can feel textures a little bit more, and I don't know, just play around with different things like that to make it a little bit more dynamic. So there I put some dots from a Brandy Kincaid kit on some vellum. And I also like doing the different sizes of page protectors. I think it's interesting to have different ones. And see-through elements as well. I really like that. And I didn't use it on transparency paper. I actually just slipped that heart in. So, just hoping it doesn't fall out eventually. I could probably seal the top of the page with the fuse tool, but that seems like a lot of work, so I probably won't do that. And like that Choose Joy page, both sides of that was just me playing with product. I made that before December even started because I was just playing around and having fun. And originally, that little Deck the Halls tag that has all of my daughter's gifts listed. Actually, I think it was the gifts that I gave this year. I made a list of what gifts I had given. Um, that was originally in like a little pom pom envelope card that I had made, but it was too thick for the album. I needed to use as few pages as possible. And then here starts December 24th, and then the rest of it is Christmas Day. Some people go to the 31st, some people go to the 25th, some people go to I think everybody ends it at a different point. I decided to end it when we left my parents' house, which was the 26th or 27th, but I actually didn't even put the number 26. I just kind of left it at the 25th. Because for me, it always feels like the holiday ends when I leave my parents' house. So I figured that's kind of a natural ending. But in years past, I've done it to the 31st. And I think it's okay to just do whatever works each year. I love embellishments on full page photos. That's one of my favorite things. I'm struggling to show the pages because it's so full. Maybe someday if I find an album that's thicker, I'll transfer it over, but for now it works. And then that actually is the next day, but I don't really denote it. And then this is the last page. So thanks for watching.